Hello again everybody, I hope you are doing very well and it's time to travel down that path of random, weird, obscure, unique football clubs. I'm pretty sure that most people watching this video, if not all of you, will have absolutely no idea who this club is, and to me that's really exciting because firstly I get to sort of explain in detail who it is, and secondly it means that the shirt that I have in this parcel is most likely going to be quite unique and probably the only person in the UK that owns it. Now, to be able to get this sort of shirt is not really something you can go online and buy generally. Usually you have to either live in the country or travel there on your holidays or whatever you need to do. I have not been to this country in the last week. I have a friend that lives there, and it's the friend who was so generous to send me this Borac Banja Luka shirt. It is, of course, Vladimir from Bosnia. And yes, it is another club from Bosnia, but maybe not quite as common and popular as this current Bosnian Premier League champions are. It's a team that's a little bit further down the pyramid, and with a lot of these smaller sort of clubs, generally online there's not that much information, but luckily Vladimir has sent me a nice list of facts and figures that I hopefully can relay to you, that we can learn a little bit more about this club. But firstly, the most important thing of course is the shirt itself. I have seen a photograph of it before he sent it, so hopefully it looks similar to what I remember it is. But here it is. I hope it's going to be really nice. I have no doubt it is. It is my shirt from Bosnia. Here we go. There it is. Nothing in there, my friend. Right. It has the tags attached. Right then, let's look at the back, shall we? There it is. Now that's really cool. Don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but I love the detailing on that. That's really, really nice. And then we have the front. It is. Here it is. How lovely is that? That is really cool. Does anybody actually recognise the club? If you do, well done. One thing I have noticed that unfortunately it looks like in the transportation, looks like the tag is sort of printed on the sponsor there, but I should be able to easily remove that, so that's no problem. But yeah, how cool is that? I'm really, really, really happy with that. So it's obviously a Kelme shirt. Has the sponsors on. That's really cool. So I will dress the mannequin as I usually do, and then I'll come back to you with all the lovely bits of information and facts that Vladimir has kindly presented me with. Okay then, there is the shirt, looking really, really good. I'm very, very pleased as always whenever these shirts arrive from Bosnia. They're just, the quality of the shirts are just really, really good. But most importantly, who is the club? It is FK Ljubic Prnjavor. I think I'm pronouncing that near as I possibly can get it perfect. And it's the home shirt from 2020 to 2022. So yes, it's been worn for 2 seasons, and that's not uncommon for not necessarily teams in Bosnia, but from teams around the world, where if you're playing at sort of a less professional level, it's more cost effective to have a shirt last over 2 seasons. Of course, you don't have to worry about designing new shirts, getting new sponsors in. The fans don't have to spend that much money, so I think that's really, really cool. It is of course from Bosnia, and this shirt was shipped from my friend, and he charged me €35, including the shipping, which I think is a really, really good price. Of course, naturally, with it being sort of a smaller team, they won't be charging £70-80 for a shirt. They play in the first league of Republika Srpska, which is the second tier in Bosnia, and generally they float between the second and third divisions, never quite reaching the sort of the Premier League where the Borac Banja Luka sit. They come from a town called Prnjavor, which is a small town 60 kilometers sort of south or sort of near Banja Luka, which of course is the capital of the Republika Srpska. And it's generally got about 7,000 people living there, and they pull in about an attendance of 200 to 300 people, with most people from that area supporting Partizan Belgrade, Red Star Belgrade, or Borac Banja Luka themselves. So it's, like with anywhere around the world, it's a bit more difficult for these grassroots sort of clubs to get, fans from around the area. A little known fact about the town itself, it's known as Little Europe, because during the sort of Austro-Hungarian period, 19th to 20th centuries, there were many Poles, Ukrainians, Germans, Czechs, Hungarians, Italians and Slovaks that lived in the area, with the most populous group of those being the Ukrainians. So that's really cool to hear. Apparently the club is named after the Ljubic mountain, which beneath the town sits. So that's really cool. The club was founded in 1946, but really didn't have any significance until the disintegration of Yugoslavia, which is a lot of clubs had that sort of same effect. Even before then, apparently they didn't have a crest. So imagine not having a crest. That would be how weird. And of course, it has the similar sort of colour scheme set up as the Banja Luka one, with the heavily Serbian influenced sort of theme going on there. This season, apparently they finished, they got to the round of 16 in the Bosnian Cup, narrowly losing out 1-0 to Sarajevo, of course, one of the most popular and most successful teams from Bosnia. So I think they got a little bit of respect with regards to that performance. But that's kind of it, really. That's everything that I can tell you. That's everything I've been provided with. I'm just really, really happy with it. It's a very nice shirt. I love the fact that it's got these sort of gold trims on. It's one of those ones where I see a shirt sometimes and I don't necessarily take everything in. I think it's just because of it being unique and rare. I don't necessarily care about the design, so I don't really focus on that. I'm just trying to get the different teams, and it's really good. All of the sort of things here are sort of transferred on, which is nice. I prefer that. It just makes it a little bit more lightweight. It has the actual the First League patch on, which is really cool. Of course, it has the seasons that it's active for, which is last season and the current season, and then it has just sort of general sponsors floating around, and I think it had the club name on the back. But that's really cool. I'm very, very happy to own this one. It's now my third Bosnian club, of course. So I have the Banja Luka shirt, and then I have the Velez shirt there, which I bought quite a while ago now, directly from the club. So I'm really happy to own 3. There is an opportunity for me to get a Sarajevo shirt because they're quite easily available in the UK right now. I think Classic Football Shirts have them, and some other places also. So maybe I'll pick up one of those as well, so I can have sort of a bit of combination between sort of the areas of Bosnia. But once again, a big thank you to Vladimir for helping arrange and facilitate this sort of purchase. I'm sure as the sort of time goes by, I might be able to add a few more shirts from your amazing country. And yeah, let me know, what do you think? Has anybody else got this club? Please say that you don't, because I kind of want to have at least a few shirts that are seemingly quite unique. But yeah, very, very good. Always nice to show off a couple of unique clubs that, you know, make this channel a little bit more interesting compared to some other sort of resources, I guess. Anyway, as always, I hope you guys have a great week. Continue to have a great week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.